Welcome to the Yoga Sissel yoga videos for pregnancy. Hi guys, and thank you for joining me for this Yoga Sissel video. So this is another of my prenatal yoga videos, particularly for third trimester. I'm 35 weeks now, and I think the little lady inside is joining us for this practice. She seems to be on the go. You don't have to be in third trimester. It can be any of your trimesters. You don't even have to be pregnant to be doing this practice. But what you will need is a chair to sit on. So grab a chair and then take a comfortable seat, and we'll explore this practice across the chest and the shoulders area. We carry a lot of tension, especially as the body's getting heavier, and we tend to become more top heavy, lean more forward. So let's see if we can release and stretch and get a little bit more comfortable in that area. So sitting comfortably. You want to be sitting right on the tips of your sit bones. It might even feel comfortable for you to rock a little forward. And you want your feet firmly on the mat or on the ground, so that's helping to support your base. And then rest your hands somewhere on your thighs or your lap so your shoulders can really let go whenever we support our hands. Then this whole area, the neck and the shoulders, can relax. Close your eyes. And we'll pause here for a few breaths. Feeling the head stacked neatly on top of your shoulders. You might like to draw the chin in a little. Maybe moving back from the ears as if someone was pulling you back and a little up from the top tips of your ears. Maybe noticing how that creates a lengthening sensation in the back of your neck. And how that might create a bit of a more spacious sensation across the chest. A subtle lift at the front of your collarbones. And using this opportunity to connect with your breath. Let it relax more. Moving in and out through your nose. Spine nice and long. And on your next breath in, as you open the eyes, breathing in, the hands float up. Saluting the sun, you might like to look up. And then let your hands come down. Through the midline, rest back onto your lap. And just roll the shoulders, something that simple. And rolling them back, because everything else seems to be going forward. So let's do the opposite. Shoulders up, back, and down. Can you graze or skim your earlobes with your shoulder tips? One more time, moving them together. And then we'll move just the right one. And you'll notice that just moving one shoulder blade can have an impact on the spine, the top of the spine, the thoracic spine. So as you take your shoulder forward, there's a slight twist in the spine. As you take your shoulder up, there's a slight side bend in the spine. You take the shoulder back, there's a twist in the opposite direction. And taking the shoulder down, you get a little bit of side bend. So what we do with our shoulder can affect the spine. So if you do a lot of sitting at a desk, this can feel really good to get a bit of release of tension that we carry in this top part of the thoracic area. And then we'll roll the left shoulder back. That's making it feel really nice and organic. You might notice a few creaks and cracks. And then we'll do both once more. So both shoulders together, up, back, and down. Good. And then we'll move a bit more of the spine. So depending on how much space you need, you might like to take the feet a little wider. And then we just inhale to lift the chin and the chest. And as we exhale, tucking the chin around from the top of the spine, and we try to roll forward. Depending on how big your belly is, you might need to stop here with the hands on the knees. Some of us might be able to touch the ground, but again, it might not feel comfortable, it might feel more compressive, and we only want to do what feels comfortable. And we roll back up with breath in, nice and slow. And if my breath cues don't suit your relaxed breathing, then make sure that you stay with your relaxed breath. Roll down along the spine. We bend the spine as much as we can, then we add on the bend at the hips. And then coming all the way back up, you might notice that you press with the feet into the floor, with the hands into the knees to help roll you up. The whole body engages to support that rolling up. And you roll all the way down, or as far down as feels appropriate. And again, rolling up. And last time, rolling down. Starting at the top of the spine by tucking the chin, rounding between the shoulder blades. You might each time be able to come a little deeper, but again, only what feels appropriate and comfortable. And then we come all the way up. Good. And then from here, saluting the sun once more. And if you feel a little dizzy, then just keep your hands out shoulder height. If it feels otherwise okay, you might like to bring the hands up. And then down through the middle. Good, so just a little bit of release. Now we're going to add on a bit more movement. Take the hands up, leaving your right hand up. Bring your left hand to the seat of the chair and leaning to the left. You might look past your armpit, look forward or look down depending on what your neck feels is best. And we come all the way out. Hands down. Take the hands up, saluting the sun. We leave the left hand up, stretch up a little higher, get a little longer in the left side, and then the right hand supports you on the chair as you lean to the right. Keep both hips down. So don't let the hip you're bending away from lift up. And you can even use that back hand to help push you up, or the bottom hand, both hands down. Reaching up. Right hand up, left hand down, side bend. And sitting up. Both hands down. Both hands up. Leave the left hand up, right hand down. And then press yourself up. Both hands down. Last time, each direction. Saluting the sun. Lean up and over, across to the right. And coming up. Both hands down. And both hands up. And lift up higher with the left, lean up and across towards the right. And sitting up. You might have noticed a few creaks and cracks, again across the thoracic spine. I'm going to add on a little bit of twist, so take both hands up. Press down into your feet as you twist to your right. Take the hands out shoulder height. And then come back through center, taking the hands up. And twisting to the left. Again, we want to anchor into the feet so that we don't twist at the hips. We just want to be twisting this more, and this is the upper part of the spine. Taking the hands up. And twisting to the right. Now again, if you're feeling dizzy, instead of taking your hands up slowly, so you're going to bring your hands back through center as you twist around to the second side, then you open your arms. So again, being really careful, making sure that whatever you do feels good. So I feel okay, so I'm going to take my hands up for this last round, but you might keep your hands at shoulder height and bring them into your prayer. And all the way up. And last side to the left. And come back up through center. And bring the hands down through the middle. Good. Now bring the hands onto your knees. As you inhale, lifting the chin and the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades. So you're trying to arch or rather concave your back. Maybe you look up a little and then grip the knees as you now try and C shape, especially between the spine. Tuck the chin as much as you can. It's a bit of like a rocking and rolling spinal movement. You can even pull your hands on the knees to get a little bit more chest opening. And then push your hands against the knees to spread the shoulder blades. So we rock into the hips and move the spine. Open the chest. Move the shoulders. But stay connected to the breath. One more time. You might even feel a nice stretch across the front of your belly. And C shape. And come back to center. We'll do something similar, but we're going to add a little bit of side bend and twist. So maybe adjust your feet. And we're going to drop the right shoulder down. Press into the feet. Right shoulder down, looking to the left. And come back through center. Lifting up. And then drop the left shoulder, look to the right. Come back through center. And right shoulder down, look to the left. Come all the way up. And to the right. Coming all the way up one more time each side. Look to the left, right shoulder down. And last side. So this is a nice twist, a little bit of bending and moving the spine, stretching the side body. And then come back to center. Salute the sun. So all this movement into the shoulders, into the arms. Good. So now we'll get a little bit of stretch and release for the elbows, the wrists, and these meridians that run along the fingers, arm to the chest. In particular, your heart, your lung meridians, large and small intestine. So lifting up, saluting the sun, and bring the hands down towards your heart. You might bring your feet in just so you feel supported. And turn your palms open, reach forward, and open out wide. So we open the front of the body, we engage the back of the body, stretching out through the fingers. Maybe giving them a bit of a wiggle. And while the last three fingers stay stretching, pinch the other two fingers, index finger and thumb together, but they're still also trying to stretch. And then you bend at the wrist. Roll your shoulders forward so the fingers point back. And then as you bring the wrists to touch, the back of the wrist touch, we're closing the front of the body and opening the back of the body. And then we roll the wrists once, twice, 3 times a charm. And then again, turn the palms open. Open the front of the body, lifting up. And pinching the first 2 fingers, bending at the wrist and rolling at the shoulders. The back of the wrists come together and we roll and release. Last time, opening the palms, stretching out through the fingers. I sometimes feel like I'm like a Balinese or a Thai dancer. Those extra long fingernails. You pinch at the wrists, bend at the wrists, rolling the shoulders, and close the front body, back of the wrist touch, and release. Saluting the sun, reaching all the way up. And bring the hands down. Rest the hands, roll your shoulders back. Might feel a little easier, might feel a little looser now. Might feel a little bit more movement. And slowing down. Just last little movement for the neck as you inhale. bring your gaze to the right shoulder. And pause, breathing out. Can you keep your jaw level? Inhaling, move, turning your head toward the left. And relax, breathing out. Inhale, moves back to the right. And breathing out, relax. Slow breath, the inhale moves you. And the out breath settles you. One more time each side. To the right. And back to the left. To center. Sideways. Inhaling. Length of the spine as you exhale, dropping your right ear towards your right shoulder. Inhaling up. And to the left. Using the breath to move the breath out to relax, soften, settle. To the left. Up. So just keeping the shoulders still. Remember, the hands are resting, the shoulders heavy. And last time back. To the left. And come back to center. And stilling the head. Rolling your shoulders one last time. And then resting your hands, closing your eyes. But back at where we started. Noticing how your neck feels. The back of your neck, the sides, maybe the front of your throat. And letting that awareness of your neck melt down the length of your shoulders. Past the tips of your shoulders and down along your arms. Maybe noticing that warm sensation melting down over your hands. Letting the hands rest heavy on your lap. Noticing how your breath has responded. Maybe even noticing how you feel in your head, in your mind. And moving from your mind, noticing how you feel in your heart. Moving from your heart down into your belly and noticing how you feel in your belly, around the pelvis. Connecting with the little human growing inside. And as you relax into the belly, maybe there's a little more space for the baby. And as you feel ready, you blink, you open your eyes. Welcome back. Hope you feel a little more comfortable in your shoulders, across the chest. Maybe your heart feels a little bit more open, your back feels a little bit more strong and supportive. And I hope you feel calm in your mind. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.